If you proclaim to be or are working on becoming finance conscious and you're not managing your paycheck like this, you are playing a dangerous game of financial roulette. Too many of us are stuck in a financial Groundhog Day, working, earning, and wondering where it all went. Working, earning, and wondering where it all went. It's a cycle, and if that's you too, you are not alone. Think about it. When is the last time you actually knew where every dollar of your paycheck went? Millions of professionals and even those making 6 and 7 figures are playing this similar, dangerous financial game of money hide and seek. On this episode of Money Talks with Njideka, I'm going to break down the ultimate payday routine that will help you ditch the paycheck to paycheck panic and transform how you think about and manage your money, even how you pay yourself first. Hello, I am Njideka, a financial advisor and coach dedicated to helping professionals like you take control of your financial destiny by not just making money, but mastering it. So whether you are a young entrepreneur, a mid-career professional, or someone looking to level up your financial game, this episode is going to be for you. Now, before we dive in, I want to encourage you to engage. If this video helps you, please give it a thumbs up, drop a comment below with your biggest financial challenge, even a question, but also share this with someone who needs to hear this message. Now, let's dive in. Most people approach money like a game of financial pinball, bouncing from one expense to another, hoping that something sticks. But today, we're changing that narrative. I want to help you go from financial defense to a more rock-solid offense. So I'm going to break down my take on a 4-step paycheck management system that'll ensure that your money works as hard as you do, around the clock. So let's get started. Step 1. Set up your financial networks. Think of your bank account like a busy airport. Each account is a terminal where money lands and takes off. The first thing that you want to ensure is that all connections can be made, because if not, people, or in this case dollars, are going to miss the flights to their necessary destination. So your job, it's one part air traffic controller and one part airport architect. And this is where most of us go wrong with our money. Your money is coming in aimlessly and you're wondering why it never reaches its financial destinations. So start by mapping out where your money is currently going. Every expense, every bill, every impulsive online shopping spree, and we've all been there. So here's how you're going to do it. Number 1, for your main checking account, you want to enable direct deposits to ensure that money lands smoothly and is able to set off to its next destination without delay. Next, you want to compile a complete list of all of your accounts, bank accounts, credit accounts, and investment accounts. Then you're going to want to connect all these accounts to each other to streamline money movement between them. Connect your paycheck to your checking account and connect your checking account to your, whether it's a Roth IRA or savings account, credit card, company bill, allowances, whatever it might be. Then I recommend that you list all of your recurring expenses. You need to know everything that makes up your living expenses. Now, this may be more of a controversial point, but I'm going to say this. For those that have discipline and are playing the leverage game, feel free to connect your credit card to a recurring account, at least those that are allowed to be paid with a credit card. If you planned on spending, for example, $800 in daycare anyways, I understand paying for it with the credit card to get rewards, things like cash back or points towards travel, and then immediately sending that money from your checking account to pay that off in full each month as you would have done anyway. Notice that I didn't say pay the minimum. This is critical to not be trapped in credit card debt. Just to reiterate, strategies that leverage credit are for those that can handle them. It is a privilege. It is not a right. So if you're still working on paying down large amounts of high interest debt, don't even think about this strategy. Thus, just pay it from your checking account. Step 2. Synchronize your financial calendar. Now that your accounts are all buddy-buddy, it's time to direct it to where it needs to go. Think of it like you're setting your finances on autopilot, effortlessly progressing towards your goals. Your bills shouldn't be popping up like random street performers. They need to be an orchestra playing in harmony. So every bill, every investment, every savings deposit, timing is everything. So here's how you do this part. Number 1, Audit your account and align your bill due dates with your income. Now, this may even involve you taking a piece of paper or using a simple spreadsheet. If you haven't done so already, perform a spending audit. Go look through your bank accounts at all the transactions over the last 2 months and document the date that it's coming out. Think about it. Companies shouldn't be taking money out of your account without you knowing, but that's in fact what happens to so many people. We don't even know our draft dates. So then if something that is not supposed to be coming up ends up coming out, we're not even going to notice because we're not in tune with our money flow. So that's why this step is so important. So sit down and write down all the dates when recurring expenses are coming out. By doing this, you're better able to see where your paycheck needs to go and when it will or won't be enough. And therefore you can make the necessary adjustments. In line with that same point, I'd recommend that you consider, as I suggested earlier, aligning all of your bill dates so that the majority of your expenses are coming out on the same 2 to 4 days per month and not all randomly throughout. Yes, that is right. You can call each company or simply log on to your online account and request that your billing date be changed. You can align these dates based on the most common dates that your paychecks fall on. So for example, how in control would you feel knowing that 4 of your bills are coming out on the 8th of the month and they total $400? So now if you have $1,000 in your account, or if you know that you'll get a paycheck on the 5th of the month, you know how to plan for that so that there are no issues with the money that's coming out. That is what I call taking control of your finances. By doing this, you are creating a consistent financial rhythm around 2 things: your operations cost, meaning the money that funds your basic, comfortable lifestyle, and paying yourself first, meaning your savings and investments. If you haven't caught on, I'm trying to train your money mindset and habits. This is the same thing I teach entrepreneurs and business owners that I coach when it comes to their business spending. The only difference is that this is on a personal finance level. Similar to what we've mentioned with the bills, schedule your automatic transfers to your savings accounts and investment accounts as well, but schedule that maybe a few days after your bill dates. That gap in time can create a buffer in case you need it. When it comes to paying yourself first in the form of savings and investing, in the beginning, you can start with a dollar amount. But when you get real savvy, begin to assign percentages of your income so that you can accelerate your wealth building. Step 3, customize your money blueprint to you. I want you to tailor your system to the unique rhythm of your financial life, because no 2 financial journeys are identical. Whether you're paid monthly, bi-weekly, or you're navigating the ebbs and flows of a freelance income, adjust the system so that it adapts to you. For example, you may be a freelancer, so personalizing this to you could mean using a stabilizing account for an account stash so you can buffer the highs and lows of your income. In contrast, a person that gets paid bi-weekly may decide to split bills between 2 paychecks, so on the 1st and the 15th, or pay bills with the first check and transfer money to investments with their second check. The key is to create a consistent rhythm that just aligns with your pay schedule and your financial goals. Step 4, create a strategic reserve, like a buffer fund. And this happens outside of your emergency fund. Consider using things like money from your tax refund or the extra paycheck from one of those special months, because life happens and sometimes your income isn't predictable. Think of it as your financial shock absorber, cushioning you from those unexpected bumps in the road. And how much should you put away? Well, there's a common statistic that says most Americans can't afford a $400 emergency. So perhaps $400 is your first goal, and then you next move to $1,000. Here's a bonus tip. Always review and adjust. Every few months, take a look at your financial flow and assess if it's still aligning with your goals. And if it's not, tweak it. The bottom line, your money should work as hard as you do. By implementing a money system like this, you're not just managing money, you're engineering your wealth beginnings. Because wealth isn't about how much you make, it's about how intelligently you manage what you've got. Remember, a solid paycheck routine isn't about restricting your spending. In fact, a consistent paycheck routine is the foundation of financial freedom. It takes the guesswork out of managing your money and allows you to focus on what truly matters, which is living a life that you love. Control your cash flow. Don't let it control you. So with all that said, are you ready to take control? If so, here's what I want you to do. 1, join the waitlist for my new community, which is bringing those together that are boldly building wealth. It's a community of wealth-minded individuals, because that's where it all starts, who are adamant about learning how to build a legacy of wealth. In it, you'll gain exclusive access to personalized support from me and other financial professionals, access to templates, guides, and workshops to accelerate your progress, and learn the tools and techniques to master your money and achieve your wealth building goals faster than ever. 2, I want you to subscribe to this channel for more money moving strategies. And 3, start implementing these steps this week. Until next time, this is Njideka helping you turn your paycheck into smarter financial choices.